Hey guys, it's your girl Renee, and I am starting my day off right. I've made me some homemade biscuits, and then I fried me an egg with some beautiful bacon. I didn't put any cheese on there. So I have two of those, and then I was sitting here about to enjoy my breakfast, and child, let me show you what I saw. I don't think I planted this flower, but it could be a present from the birds because I have a lot of these flowers, in my garden. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm raise you up quick, and you guys tell me what you guys think it is. I already know what it is, but hopefully, look at that. How beautiful is that, you guys? In order to sit at your table, your breakfast table, and then you look out there and this is what you see. Gorgeous. Woohoo! If you guys don't know, this is a bearded iris, and it's a beautiful purple bearded iris, and it has two more blooms coming down at the bottom, and then it has one at the top and one at the bottom. Isn't that a beautiful way to start your day? I think it is. Woohoo! So I am going to be getting my sunflowers out today, and I will be putting my herbs in and a few other things. So I just wanted to start my morning off showing you what, and those are a bunch of old sticks and trees I got to cut down, but don't let that deter you from looking at this beautiful bearded iris. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I will take you on my journey today. Like I said, I'm going to get my sunflowers planted out, and then I'm going to put my herbs in the new planters those black metal planters that we filled up together and got rid of the old wooden one. And I think I'm going to try to amend the one red raised bed soon as the sun goes down, because all the sun is over in that location now, and it's like 10:05 here in Virginia, zone 7B. All right, guys, well, I'm going to get back to eating my beautiful breakfast here. I'll give you another up close look at this beautiful bacon and egg sandwich. Woohoo! Look at that up close and personal. Look how nice that bread is, and look how nice and flaky this biscuit is that I made. I love looking at I have it topped with some of my homemade melted butter. You know a biscuit is a good biscuit when you see all the cracks and the crevices of the biscuit on the biscuit. Look at that. Look at the flakes. Look at the flakes of this biscuit. You see them? Uh-huh. That lets you know that's a good eating biscuit right there. All right, guys, let me finish my breakfast so I can get organized and get outside, and let's get to work. All right, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, guys, it's your girl Renee, and I'm inside my garage because I want to do some planting. I have my sunflower plants here that I'm going to be planting in some containers. I got my trusty little um, Sakers um, weed blower because, child, this is good for bees and also for wasps because this has such a force that when they come at you, you just have to shoot this at them and then angle it down, and then it makes them go to the ground. And you could either, take them and send them to the upper room, or you could just let them recover or keep blowing them in the direction that you do not want them in. So, child, that's why I got this thing. I discovered it a few minutes ago because there's a wasp that kept coming in this garage when I was trying to get my plants and stuff together. And child, he was relentless. He would not leave me alone. So I said, I'll be back. I got something for you. And sure enough, bing, 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 this little sacred thing, it is earning its keep. Woo! Worth the money my husband spent for it, because this is a dual purpose, not for always blowing leaves or dirt or whatever, but it also keep the pesky flying insects away from you too. So don't be sleeping on this Saker. It has a multi-purpose use. All right, let me show you exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Not be out here showing you guys how to take a Saker leaf blower and turn it into another type of a commercial. All right, guys, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I have my bearded iris right here. I have 4 of these containers right here. I have 2 pots here that I'm going to put those Vincas in that I purchased from Lowe's. And then I'm just going to load them up. And then I'm going to put them in their place where they need to go. Only because I'm not doing it outside in my garden is because, child, it is too hot back there. Because my backyard gets like totally full sun. So I have to regroup and find other ways of planting my stuff. So let's get busy. Let's plant these sunflowers first, and then we'll go right into the vinca. So let me get my glove on. Wherever that is. Oh, here it is. Oh, and these are the gloves that I always buy a new pair of gloves. And I got these from the $1.25 store. Woohoo! All right, so I'm going to put these sunflowers in. So let's get busy. So I'm going to put 2 in the front, because I think that'll be perfect. Put 1 here. Put 1 in the middle, because these are supposed to be pretty big. And they're supposed to get big. So we're just going to stick them right in the middle. And I've already put good soil in here. Good amendments. So that's what that one looks like. So I have the bearded iris in the back. And then I'm going to have some beautiful sunflowers right in the front. And that's what we're going to do with all of them. We're just going to keep them watered in until they start growing the way they're supposed to grow. Because, I want to put them in as deep as I can. Especially this one, because look how the stem is on this one. You see how big and tall that one is? So this bad boy, he got to go deep. So I might have to dig a serious hole down in here before I put him in, because I want to make sure that his stem is able to go deep. Let's see. Stick that in there. Yep, that should be deep. And then I'm just going to add some good soil around him. Yep, that'll be perfect. Give him a nice little start. Let me show you what this one looks like. See how this one looks? See, that's perfect. So I have 2 more that I need to do. I'm going to stick this one right in the middle. You ain't got the gnats are out. Every bug you can think of, child, is out today. And I'm still keeping my eyes peeled for Mr. Wasp. Because, he not trying to make it easy on a sister. Trying to get my chores done so I can get my flowers in so they can get to growing and do what they do. Because I love a good sunflower. And I think that'd be perfect. This one in nice and neat. Like I said, we'll water them in real good. And then we'll put this one, my last one. I'm just going to put the sunflower in the middle. And then I'm going to get some other plants and put in there with this one. And dig this one a little deeper. Yeah. Maybe I'll put some vincas around it. But I have to have enough vincas for those planters that I put those petunias in, because child, you already heard the story about how Tails just totally destroyed those. So it is what it is. So let me get my vincas, and we are going to put them in there. And see, these are the vincas that I purchased from Lowe's. So I'm going to put some of them in these hanging baskets. I was going to put some onions in here, but I don't know. I haven't figured out what I want to do, but I think flowers would look cute in there because it'll give me some colors and it also bring the pollinators to me. So let's do that. So I had some nasturtiums in here last season, so I know this one right here is a nasturtium right here. But this one right here, that's a weed. This is a weed. So I'm going to get all the weeds and stuff out of this container. Then I'm going to put a couple of vincas just around the side. So let's get that planted up. So I'm going to put some pink ones in here. And I'm going to tell you, this is the thing that I've noticed when I went to Lowe's is that they don't have these 8 trays anymore. Now this was just a shocker. I see that some of them you can get the 8 trays in flowers, but remember how we used to get these in vegetables and stuff? Child, you can't find these in vegetables no more. Remember how I was looking for those beans and I wanted to find them in them trays, but the only thing I found was just the single cups. Those are non-existent. Those days are over, I guess. But it is what it is. So I think I'll put maybe 2 pinks in the back. And then I'll put just to give it some color, and maybe put a white if I have any. Let's try these ones. These are the ones I also purchased from Lowe's too. So we gonna see how these work out and see if Tails will leave these ones alone. So I'm hoping that if these nasturtiums come back, I'm hoping that they will complement this basket. So let's get these planted up. And we gonna do what we do. Because you just gotta, can't just get discouraged, because that squirrel gonna be in the back of their yard for many, many years to come. So I'm just gonna have to work with it. So all I can do is keep trying new different strategies in order to keep that doggone squirrel from destroying my stuff. If you can't find one thing, you gotta try a different thing. Because I think squirrels are just notorious for loving to dig, I guess. I guess. So we're going to alternate them. Put a pink one and then also a white one. And then we'll backfill it with some good old soil. And it would be nice to see those variegated nasturtiums come back, because I really enjoyed those colors and stuff. So I'm hoping. And I'll put one more here, and then I'll go ahead and plant up the other one, and then I'll take you in the backyard and show you where these will be going. Where they'll be going, I'll show you the petunias too. where Tails has just been dogging me out big time. Now we're going to water these in. See, they got a little bit of color. It's going to be pink and it's going to be white, and hopefully this nasturtium will come back. Just a little bit of color, because I'm not spending a lot of money if these bad boys don't come. And I might throw a onion or two up in here too, maybe to deter Tails too. All right, let me get the other ones planted up, and then I'll come back and let you see what they look like. All right, you guys, so I've got them all planted up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to water them, put some water on them, and then we're going to take these bad boys to the back, and we're going to put them where they need to go. At least this section we will. All right, so let's hit these nasturtiums. Get them some water. My sunflowers a little drink. These nasturtiums, give them some a drink. Sunflowers. All right. That don't look so bad, huh? Gave them a good little drink. So I want to make sure that they're, and then I'll just keep an eye. We're supposed to be getting some rain, so hopefully that rain will help them grow. All right, and I have my herbs here, right here. This one is my, this one. I'll put that one in there. Let me put that in there just to see. This one is my peppermint. Remember the peppermint that I purchased from Lowe's? Then I'm gonna put my put this in that black planter that we put together. So stick that there, and then I'm gonna take these this flat of these and see if I can get them planted in those containers where you know who was messing everything up. So it is what it is. So I'm going to try to get that done as well. All right, Mr. B, I see you. Don't be thinking you coming over here, because then we're going to have a fight on our hands, and that is for sure. So stay in your lane. I ain't trying to cause no problems or issues. Just stay where you supposed to stay. And me and you can coexist. Because you trying to do something you ain't supposed to be doing here. And that's messing with me. All right, so let me take you in the back, and we will put these in their spots, and we'll go from there. All right, let's go to the back. All right, guys, so this is where I put the bearded iris and the sunflower. I put one here, and then I put one over here, and then I put the other two over here. I was thinking about putting my couple of sunflowers maybe in this wheelbarrow, because I usually plant this up with my annual plants, but we shall see, because I think that would be cute, maybe on the sides or maybe even tucked in the back. So that's just a thought. So let me go show you where these hanging pots are going to go. All right, you guys, so I put one here. Oh, hey, my first dragonfly. Look, can you guys see him? Let me see if I can zoom. Oh, he's flying away. But one here, which I think will look cute. Let me get you a better look on this side. See? Give it some color, and that'll be beautiful. And then I'll show you down here where I put the other one. Cute, huh? So just think of that as vincas and my nasturtiums. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll work. Now let me show you what Tails did to our pansies, and then I'll see if I can plant those up real quick. Oh, let me show you the bearded iris, what it looks like up close since I'm out here. I got my gloves on. Hold on. Okay, you guys, let me see if I can zoom in so you get a better look at the bearded iris I showed you this morning when I was eating my breakfast. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Okay, let me show you where Tails destroyed my pansies. Look at this. See? And they were so beautiful. This container and this container. Now look at it. Horrible. So we're going to put some of those vincas in these, and hopefully he'll leave them alone. So let me get set up so we can put these up, pot these up real quick. Okay, let's get these potted up real quick. Can't believe, look at this. Isn't that horrible? Just horrible. All right. Loosen up this soil again. Could be it's just soil is just so dry. Because these little containers, they dry out really quick. So I'm going to have to saturate this container. All right, let's get these vincas in here. Got a lot of black ants over here too. So they ain't messing around. So I'm just going to put a lot of these in here real quick. We're just going to alternate. And be like pink and white. And put, okay. Got pink over there. Put a white here. I'm just going to put a few in here just to see how they do. I don't know what color that one is. Thinking it's a white, maybe. Stick them in there. We gonna repot this thing up again. And we gonna see. Tails, maybe I should plant some onions in this planter too. Maybe I'll do that later on. But at least these will be planted up. That's one. Whew, I think that's the quickest I've ever planted. Because it is so hot. Whew. Get rid of this. Loosen this soil up. And then when I come out here and water, I gotta really saturate this area. Okay. Some white over here. Some color. Trust and believe, I'll find other spots to put these vincas. Because where I had my tulips in the black and white garden, they did really good over there. So when I catch these bad boys on sale again, I will load up and we will plant more vincas. Because I try to buy some annuals so I can have at least some instant color. But I try to keep most of my garden perennials. So I don't have to worry about always having to, ooh, these bugs ain't no joke. Not having to buy flowers over and over and over again. Because the way prices are, your girl cannot afford it. All right, so we put them vincas in here. All right, I'm going to put these back in this container, move these over. Make sure these ants and stuff don't get in there. Now we're going to put some water on these bad boys. And we're going to put some water over here until I can get them saturated. Because with it being so hot out here, Lord have mercy. It ain't no joke. All right, we have completed that mission. Woohoo! Thank you, Jesus. All right, guys, so I'm going to end the video here. We've got our vincas planted. We potted up our potted plants. And we also, woo, we did our potted plants. We did our planters. And we also did our sunflowers with our bearded irises. All right, guys, the girl is going to get out of this heat. And I'll come back and do a thorough watering. I got to clean up all my discarded plants that no longer look good. And Miss Renee will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Make sure if you're outside, sunscreen, put your hat on your head, and drink lots of water. Love you all, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Guys, you know I just came from outside working in all that heat, so this is my refreshing drink. This is that soda I was telling you about, that Starry Zero Sugar. And I get this lemon lime flavor. And I get these from Walmart. So I put it in a glass. And remember these molds we made that I put like, what was it, like raspberry tea in there? So I'm going to take one of these, shaped like a heart. And we going to just drop it in there. Look at it. Fizzing up. Isn't that beautiful? I think that is so cool. Good enough to where we're going to put one more in there. Because after a hot day in the garden, you need to have a cute little refreshing drink. So beautiful. Just wanted to show you guys that's how Miss Renee cools off after being in the garden all day. And now I've got to find some flower molds or some butterfly molds so I can make some little ice cube treats to put in my iced tea. All right, guys, thought you'd get a kick out of that. Well, let me go rest up and enjoy my beverage. Good. All right, you guys, take care.